Isn't the lighting in here terrific? Jesus, I look like I work for Universal Studios in the horror department. Chef Dracula, Frankenstein, Wolfman, Abbott and Costello chasing after everybody. I need a production guy. If anybody's watching this, would you please get in touch with me? I'm a TV guy. I can hire crews for $10,000 and book them on television. I'm not hiring crews to do these crazy YouTube videos. These kids are making fortunes for nothing. Go to daveswebstars.tv. What is it called? daveswebstars.wordpress.com. You'll see all the stories. I put the success stories of all these 16-year-old kids, 14, 18, 19 college dropouts, making a fortune online, producing videos, or getting jobs directing McDonald's commercials, Coke commercials. Kids putting 80 hours of sweat equity. You know what sweat equity is? For nothing. Because they love it, they adore it, they can't get enough of it. And they're getting big, huge deals, Hollywood contracts. The schmuck, the Rainbow guy, has a Hollywood contract. The guy's a Lincoln Park guy. Oh, the sister, they ran after my sister, whatever the hell he's talking about his sister, signed by CAA, the biggest talent agency in the world. Nobody's. So if you're a production guy, get in touch with me. We can make a lot of money together. If you can run the online business, I can run the TV business. Now, here's what I want to talk about. I saw in the paper today, this article, whatever the hell it is. You see it? Am I pretty? I don't know what the hell you can see here. Am I pretty or ugly? Now, see that video, Am I Pretty or Ugly? It's already gone crazy on the internet. This young girl, this 13-year-old girl, has a video called Am I Pretty or Ugly? So I went to look at it, and it's heart-wrenching. Wrenching, R-A-T-E-C. It's a 13, I don't know, 13, 14. And she's saying she went to school after the new year in January, and some people said, oh, you're so pretty. And other people said, oh, you're so ugly, you're ugly. So she did this video, and she's asking the viewers out there, which is the wrong thing to do, to ask if she's pretty or ugly. And it's heart-wrenching to hear this poor little girl ask the millions of YouTube videos because I guess she, like millions of girls out there, have an inferiority complex and they feel inferior. Even though when you go to restaurants, I was a kid and I go to restaurants in Philadelphia, there's pretty girls there and you think, oh, they're stuck up, they're pretty. Even the pretty girls don't have dates. My mother used to say the pretty girls don't have dates, and their mothers tell them that too because they're so pretty, guys are too intimidated to talk to them. So they go. Andrea has a friend that's 48 years old or so. She's gorgeous, she's skinny, very pretty. Never married, doesn't have any friends or anything like that. I mean, she has friends, but she never, no boyfriends or nothing. And because she's so pretty, she still has that mentality of high school, whatever it is. She's only going to marry the rich, again, Rock Hudson, Tab Hunter. I'm trying to think of more matinee idols. Who are the matinee idols? I can't think of anybody else. Liberace. I'm trying to think of matinee idols. But she missed out on, when Andy and her friends grew up, they had kids together, they went to high school together, elementary school, whatever your friends do at those ages, but she missed the boat. And she still thinks that, she's still waiting for that Mr. Right, whatever the hell it is. So, now why did I bring that up? So, there's lots of girls like that, pretty girls, that are in high school. I mean, the bullying, the cyberbullying, that goes on, my kids tell me about, and it's horrible. I'm sure when I was in school, it was the same thing, and there was no internet to talk about it, and they had photo booths, take pictures and stuff like that. But it's called Am I Pretty or Ugly? And I'm sure there's lots of girls that feel the way. And it's horrible. And that's just the way it is. What are you going to do? That's the way. You can't blame the magazines and Hollywood and show business. Well, because they see all these sexy, skinny girls on those models, those Victoria's Secret models. Victoria's Secret? I usually call it Victoria Principal models. Is Victoria Principal a model? Victoria's Secret models. As a matter of fact, I went to buy my wife lingerie at Victoria's Secret once. I went to buy lingerie there, and I didn't know what size she was. And I wanted to be a surprise, so... a customer came in who looked just like my wife. Same size, same build, same shape. And I walked over and I said, I thought I'll talk to the customer and I'll ask what size is this customer because I want to get my wife the same type of lingerie. And it's unbelievable, the resemblance to my wife, this customer. Same height, same size, same shape. It was terrific. So I walked over to the customer and I said, excuse me, sir. Anyway, so what I'm saying, even the prettiest girls, the hottest models that go to all these clubs and bars and the Playboy models are unbelievable, hot, gorgeous girls. I'm sure they're all inferior because the next girl's prettier. If you put one pretty girl in a room with a bunch of guys, she gets all the attention. The next time another pretty girl walks in, they all swoop to the next pretty girl, and that girl doesn't have the attention anymore. Girls constantly need attention. They constantly need to be told, oh, you're so pretty. Oh, you're so gorgeous. Oh, whatever the bullshit. They constantly, as we all, guys, girls, for whatever reason, the psychology, we constantly need, except David Bronstein. As my wife says, there's everybody else, then there's you. And she's right. I ain't need that shit. I don't need to... Yeah, we all like to hear compliments when I do a performance, when people say, oh, you're so funny, oh, I watch you on television, oh, I have a big fan named DJ Chaps Dave, I remember you from Doghouse, I remember me from the dating shows. Yes, I'm very, very flattered, and I hear every day, people recognize me when I'm walking down the street, you're the guy from TV, they recognize my voice, I say, how do you recognize, I'm unshaven, I look like a bum, I'm all disheveled, they recognize me from TV. But I'm very flattered, and keep telling me that, but I don't go out looking for compliments. Yes, we all get dressed up nice. We want to look good. We want to feel good about ourselves. We buy certain nice clothes. Andrea has a pocketbook I just saw today that I bought her for $300, and I took it to Las Vegas for our anniversary. And I said, did I buy that pocketbook? She has so many pocketbooks. I don't know what the hell's going on. But it looked familiar. And I was trying to remember, where did she get that pocketbook? And I bought it for her anniversary for $300. Now, why am I bringing that up? Oh, because you want to look good and feel good and whatever the hell it is that... whatever the hell it is. All right, so... The girl, you'll check it out. It's called Am I Pretty or Ugly? And yeah, you feel bad for the girl and you want to tell her how great she is. But you got a lot of those nerds that sit in the basement. My kids tell me about that write terrible things. They're called trolls. And they'll say terrible things because they're in their basement because they're not facing you. You know, it's much harder. The least form of communication is by email, by letter. And people will say things by email and letter. They won't say in person. They won't say over the phone. But then comes the phone, then comes in person. So if you really want something out of somebody, you got to go to them face-to-face to try to convince them to give it to you versus over the phone versus email, because it's easier to say no by email or over the phone if you can't do that. But check out, it's a crazy thing. Now, lots of other girls are pretty. Am I pretty? Am I ugly? Maybe there's parodies and all that stuff, but you feel bad for the girl. And it's a shame that's just the way it is. But you can't blame it on Hollywood and the magazines. That's what I wanted to get at. You can't blame it on Hollywood and the magazines, all the girls saying that, because those girls are lucky enough to be pretty, to be models, and everybody wants to look like that. I don't want to look like one of those girls. But I want to look like that, and everyone wants to look like Brad Pitt. I don't know if everyone, I don't want to look like Brad Pitt, but everyone wants to be that movie star role. But even the movie stars are inferior. You know, Kevin Costner was even saying when he did that sermon that even when he feels inferior, he feels, doubts himself, other actors, we all do. That's just the way it is. As popular and successful as we are, and as wealthy as we are, and the billionaires, even the billionaires want more. Even Steve Wynn wants more than Sheldon Adelson that built the Venetian. That's just the way it is. So, yes, you're confident in what you do, and you're confident in what you have. And I'm confident. I know how talented and funny I am and all that bullshit, and the billionaire that I should be, and all the crap that... So I don't need to walk around and say, hey, do you like this? Hey, maybe people, my business partners will do stuff and ask me, what do I think about? They're asking for compliments or stroking, and I'll say, oh, you did great. Like telling my kids, oh, you're wonderful. I know when people are fishing for compliments and stuff, because for some reason they don't feel inside that they did a good enough job. You got to tell them, and that's just the way it is. So I tell them, oh, you're the greatest. Oh, you're terrific. Oh, you're the hell do I? Who cares what the hell I think? You should only care what you think. That's the only thing that matters, is what you think. And I'm not giving this little girl advice. You're influenced by all the crap you see on television and magazines, and that's just the way it is. That's the way it's going to be, and that's just the way it is. But it's heart-wrenching to see this little girl ask, am I pretty or ugly, and people tell her in school, and it's tough, and that's just the way it is. And I'm sure there's thousands of girls. Well, I'm sure. What am I, a psychic? How do I know there's thousands of girls? So, but you think that there's a lot of people like that. I'm just trying to tell you. I saw it in the paper today. It's already getting. She'll probably be on Ellen and probably be the next big star, and that's just the way it is. And that's just the way it is. I had a joke with my business partner, my best friend. We used to be part of a comedy team named Bronstein and Jack. We performed in the Catskill Mountains and resorts and clubs in Los Angeles. And part of the act was I was talking with my girlfriend. And he says, oh, you have a girlfriend? I said, oh, yes, I have a girlfriend. And he said, is she pretty? I said, pretty? Pretty isn't the word. He'd say, ugly? I said, that's the word. All right, go to Bronstein. You subscribe to this channel, Bronstein's Rant, and check out my blogs daily because I got a lot to say. Goodbye. And I'm not going to plug any of my business deals. Goodbye. Except Bronstein TV. Goodbye.